Hi everyone, comic reviewer here. This time reviewing on Ultimate X-Men issue number 7. Now as you know, this issue is meant to start up the ultimate version of Weapon X, as well as the mutants kept there. So I know the film X-Men Origins Wolverine would use some elements of the story, and I know that, later down the line, Mark Miller did admit that he took inspiration from the first two X-Men films. This is where we're going to be introduced to the ultimate version of Nightcrawler. So the story mainly starts up where, at the Weapon X facility, we see how Ultimate Nightcrawler tries to make his getaway with multiple soldiers, trucks, as well as planes trying to shoot at him. And we see them saying, "Holy mother of... Lick us down! 10 out of 10 for observation, idiot! Just hurry up and cap that little runt before he..." And of course, we see how the ultimate version of Dr. Cornelius makes it clear that they have to bring Nightcrawler in alive and don't shoot to kill. So of course, we do see him trying to kind of reprimand the team, trying to use their common sense in that. And just as they think Nightcrawler is basically defeated, we see how Rafe basically shoots him down. And we see how he even gloats about how he beat him and how he could have made that easily escape to the plane. And of course says, "Take him back to base and burn the soles of his feet. And when he can't feel pain anymore, make him watch you torture the girl in the next cell who sings for him at night." And we see how, in the next panel, we're introduced to the other Weapon X facility in Arizona. So we kind of see how, turns out this is a lost league, and even points out that most of the other facilities and camps have been discontinued after the president was saved thanks to the X-Men. And we see how even Logan remembers his time in Weapon X, and we see how, back at the Xavier Institute, we see how Ultimate Jean Grey and Beast are running tests on Beast, and of course, we see how after the serum that was given to him in one of the earlier issues, it has seemed to stabilize his powers a little bit. And we see how, even Ultimate Jean Grey isn't pleased about Xavier still wanting to give Logan a chance, and even points out that Cyclops, Storm, and Colossus are doing an interview in Japan. So we kind of see Colossus saying, "What are the X-Men doing in Japan? Well, I suppose the main reason would be to highlight the plight of genetic prisoners in China and South Korea." And we see how he points out that, any of their family members could be mutants, the same with their friends and that. And we see how, after the interview, we kind of see how they talk about their times in Morocco and Russia, and how they've learned English. And we even see how, turns out Colossus has been made the world's sexiest mutant, with Storm at second place. And we kind of see how, after signing autographs and that, there's a lot of people who are wanting to kind of meet them in person. And of course, Ultimate Storm has to remind Cyclops not to get too carried away, because these are the only few people who actually like them. And we see how an unknown mutant touches Colossus to get intel. And of course, just as they get to the Blackbird, we see how Colossus feels strange, and him saying, "Probably just a bit more direct than I originally thought." And we are introduced to the ultimate version of Rogue, who works for Weapon X. And we see Colonel Rafe back in Finland saying, "Well, did you find out where those freaks have been holed up or what?" "Indeed I did, Colonel Rafe. And you got their address, their security features and that?" And we see how, they're gonna be paying the X-Men a visit. And this is basically the comics version of the second X-Men film. So I think issue 7 isn't too bad. I feel like, yeah, it is trying to use some elements of the second X-Men film. I think while the second X-Men film works at places, I see where the Ultimate X-Men comics take on the second X-Men film is tweaking some things around but doing something different. And I know Mark Millar said, yeah, he only saw the first 2 X-Men films, he never read the other comics. You can really tell he was trying to do something with what was given to him. So I think this issue definitely deserves a thumbs up. Despite, yeah, the first 2 X-Men films being inspiration, you can really tell Mark Millar was really trying to kind of do something new, original, and different. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.